OCD stands for Obsessive-Compulsive Disorder. It's an anxiety disorder in which people have obsessive repeated feelings, thoughts, or behaviors. OCD is made up of two parts. Part 1. An obsessive thought will stick in the person's mind, and they will be overcome by it, unable to let it pass. Obsessive thoughts can include fixation on certain numbers or multiples of certain numbers, or the need for everything to be in a certain position and it can't be touched or moved. Part 2 of OCD. Compulsions occur in order to try and alleviate the stress of the obsessions. Compulsions tend to interfere with everyday life. Here is a list of some of them. Also, I would like to tell you about this book called Life in Rewind. This book, Life in Rewind, is about a man named Ed with a very extreme case of OCD, and he was able to overcome it, finally, with years of help from his therapist and lots of courage. Ed had this belief that if time moved forward, he would grow old, and the people he loved would grow old, and then the people he loved would eventually die. In order to protect his loved ones from dying, Ed believed he had to stop the progression of time, and he did this through very exacting rituals. I'm going to read you an excerpt from this book, and the excerpt explains how it was for Ed to do the simple task of going from his basement to the top of the basement steps, which was about 15 feet. Right foot forward, left foot, right foot forward, left. A truck passes by, freeze. Left foot still in air, hold perfectly still for 1.5 hours, and wait for another truck to pass by that sounds exactly the same. With conditions now perfect, reverse process, and go backward to starting place to do it all over from the beginning. Left foot down, step backward in exact same spot. Now right foot backward, left, no, stop. The fingers of your right hand touched, freeze. Count in multiples of even numbers all the way to 6,384 and back, touching and untouching your fingers dozens of times to fix the mistake. Move your feet into exact position they were in when your fingers touched, then reverse all moves back to spot where truck passed by. Wait. Keep fingers locked so they don't touch. Freeze. Wait 15 more minutes until another truck passes by. Start again. Right, left, left. Uh-oh, was big toe on right foot pointed in exact position for second step as it was for first? Nope. Go backward. Freeze. Wait. Does everything feel right? Okay, start again. A dog barks. Freeze. Wait until dog barks again. As you can see, this was a really tedious process, and it would take Ed approximately 7 hours just to get up his basement steps.
A day in the life of a person with OCD. One, 2, 3, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206. can't step on the cracks. Treatment options for OCD include exposure therapy, cognitive therapy, and medication. Exposure to a fear, such as not being able to wash your hands after touching a public doorknob, can retrain the brain to think differently. Anxiety will lower as the treatment progresses, and the urge to wash your hands will eventually decrease. Cognitive therapy introduces patients to new ways of thinking. It pushes one to realize that certain urges are caused by OCD, and that they do have a choice on how they react. Medication, although not very effective as treatment on its own, is also used, namely antidepressants.